Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name's Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and we are going to continue the celebration stream. If you didn't see the last video on my channel, go check it out. YouTube.com/Snapbolt is the channel. I just won an RCQ, and we're celebrating likely the last day of initiative, so a lot to celebrate here. So go check out that last video. It was a fun league. We're playing more initiative because like I was saying, it's probably gonna get banned. This is our last chance to play it. This is a brew I had. This is 4-color initiative. I was playing some lanterns before, but I was kind of underwhelmed with them, unfortunately. I had high hopes, but it wasn't that good. It's a pretty straightforward deck. We're playing the 12 best initiative creatures: Sneak, Battle Rager, and Hunter. And then we're just kind of like the Pawns of Shell with 12 one-mana ramp spells, the full 8 Cascaders, 20 lands, all untapped, all basics except for Ash Barrens, and then Jewel Thief as another threat plus Mana Fixer and Ramper. And that's basically it. Really straightforward. Couple interaction spells and cast down because I think it's reasonably positioned here, help protect the initiative. But yeah, this deck is kind of sweet because you play so many mana sources because Jewel Thief gives you a mana, all these spells ramp you, you have 20 lands, the initiative creatures fetch a land when they come in. So it's pretty easy to fix your mana, get up to more mana, start casting these cascaders, and just take over the game by just jamming a million initiative creatures. So let's get it. Let's go round one. All right. Round one against Cryomancer. We're going to mulligan this. We have all green sources, and sure, we have 4 mana on turn two, but I just think it's not good enough. It's mull. All right, these hands have looked real bad. All right, this looks better. Let's keep, I think, put back both of these cast downs. Call it a day. See what we can do. Because if our Arbor Elf dies, we're probably going to be fine. Oh, this might be mono black control with Colony Garden. I bet you that's what we're up against. Turn one Arbor. Looks like it is. Oh, Nest Invader. Oh, it's maybe just black-green midrange? Interesting, interesting. Forest? Forest allows us to turn two Battle Rager here. Nope. So I go Sprawl, name black. Untap. Arbor. Forest. Or mountain, excuse me. Pass. And then next turn, I can actually play both of these initiative creatures if I want. Because I'm going to have 6, 7, and then 8 mana from the first initiative creature because this will fetch a basic. So I'll just take 2. And then likely just double a knit next turn. Nest Invader is interesting. I want they must have Groff in their deck as well. Tragic Slip. Okay, yeah. Black green mid range it looks like. Bounce Garden? No, Bounce Swamp. I can only play one initiative creature now. So might as well just leave up Arbor Elf. Cool Battle Rager. This also doesn't die to Snuff. Get Island. That's the turn. Now we have all 4 of our colors as well. Plan to play Sneak next turn. Cast down Battle Rager. Oh, Blood Throne Vampire into Soul Reap. Soul Reap? I think I just block here. Because then I get to Losswell, protect the initiative, go through it much faster. Sure, I lose mana, but I think this is good. Let's scry. Definitely bottom these. Hunter, great draw. Fantastic draw. Hunter into stash. I think I want the mana. I don't think I need to arena them. They might be kind of likely to attack anyway. The ban announcement should be tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Ban announcement should be tomorrow. Wow. 2 cards in hand. They can just sack their board to eat my Hunter. If I block Nest Invader, they can go 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, hit for 13 damage. But that's not lethal. But if I block Blood Throne, they just go like sack 1, 2, 3. Take the initiative. I think I need to block Blood Throne. I'm not sure. I need to make them just sack a bunch of stuff, though. Okay, they just lose the Blood Throne. I'm fine with that, too. Because that was representing a ton of damage. They just would rather go in on the feeder, it looks like. They have another Tragic Slip? No. Oh, they have another Blood Throne. Damn. That's also pretty bad. Just go Wild Growth Sneak. It's all we can do. We were on a mulligan to 5 here as well. Catacombs, pass. I guess we're in an okay spot. They can attack. They can attack with 4 creatures, but our blocks are reasonable. We might be able to take it back and hit Throne. Yeah, they are attacking with 4 creatures. Okay. So they're gonna have to sack 3 things to feeder to stop this. Not sure the best way to block here. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see. If I block Hunter on here, they have to sack 4 things. What about blocking like this? Then they'll probably just sack Eldrazi spawn plus plant. They have to sack 2 things to Blood Throne this way. But they only have to sack 1 to keep it alive. What about like this? Then if they want to save Blood Throne, they have to sack 2 things. Alternatively, I can also just block Hunter on Nest Invader, guaranteed to save my Hunter. But I guess this is guaranteed to take back the init. I'll just block like this. I'm honestly not sure what's best. Looks like they're saving Blood Throne. They want to hit for 1. Makes sense. So they're going to forge onto what? Eldrazi spawn? They can't really forge onto Young Wolf because then it won't undie. Is that how you say it? It won't undie? I don't know. This is a close game, honestly. If they have another removal spell, we kind of get wrecked, but they probably would have played it if they had it. They forge onto Blood Throne. Oh, they have a fling? They have a black fling? Wow. Alright, we got wrecked. Alright, let's go game 2. I think this matchup should be okay. Not great, not the worst. Arms and Fumes seem pretty good, especially with Cast Down. Don't think I want Chainers. What is not that good? Not even sure, honestly. Everything seems pretty good. Battle Rager is like so-so. Can just make some like kind of random-ish cookie cutter cuts, like keep all the initiative. It's kind of risky against them. Could cut some of it, but I think that's the strategy of our deck. I think we keep it. We have a bunch more removal now. Triple Arms of Adar, Fumes, Quad Cast Down. That should help a lot. Plus, I bottomed 2 cast downs that kind of wrecked us because we needed them. Well, these hands have looked real bad. Okay, let's keep this. Put back our 6-drop. I think we're just so far from casting it. Sprawl named Black. There's Gardens. There's another one, sure. Pass. I have the green-black mana, just like that. Young Wolf. And Carrion Feeder. So I think I'm supposed to Fumes right now. Am I? Because if I let Carrion Feeder resolve, they just get to sack these for free and make Carrion Feeder bigger. So yeah, I am supposed to cast it right now. We're kind of getting destroyed here, though. These are not the ideal draws from our deck for sure. Vault into Fiend. They probably just take Hunter. They do the Fiend trick. Sweet. We're just so far from Boarding Party or Dino. I mean, I think it's an easy take Hunter. Plus that allows us just to fetch Mountain. Yeah. Sneak might be our best draw. Oh, ask and you shall receive, huh? Because now I can get Mountain. And then if I draw any land, they're all untapped. I can cast Boarding Party next turn. They're going to get to take the initiative, but I can take it back. Scry on upkeep would obviously be a lot better, but maybe we naturally draw a land anyway. We get a basic, sure. Okay. Ooh. That doesn't really affect anything, I don't think. I mean, I could just cast it because, like, when else am I going to cast it? Removal spell here would be so bad. No. Yep. And they just sack both the feeder, they get a 4/4, and then they can upgrade it to a 6/6. We're just in a ton of trouble. They still have so many cards in hand. Yeah, I don't know if I told this, but I woke up last night in the middle of the night and I was so hyped from winning the RCQ. I just couldn't go back to sleep. And I basically didn't sleep last night. I was like up pretty much the whole night. So I'm feeling a little out of it for sure. Are we just dead? Opponents has a lot of cool cards in there. Like, I wonder if they're just not playing Groff. We haven't seen it yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just not playing it. It's just not good enough. They don't want to sack anything else right now. All right. I think I'll just concede. We can attack and maybe take it back, but we can't cast anything. Just a little bit short there. GG's. Let's try for round two. Let's try for round two. Let's try to draw a bit better than we did there. That wasn't really the best showing of the deck. Opponent's deck was sweet though. seemed to go well here. All right, see everyone in round two. All right, 0-1, round two. We're against Luke JF01. We're both going to be on the mole here. Oh man, I don't know. I guess do we keep 4 land sprawl boarding party? Put back Dino. We have good colors. I think I'm just gonna keep because we can cast all our spells. We have a lot of good things to draw. Oh man, it's some type of mirror. Oh no. Okay, Jewel Thief was one of our best draws. Blue. Land destruction here would be so brutal. Okay, looks like we're not getting land destroyed. That's good. That's good. Jewel Thief, go. Wonder if they're a knit or if they're just green-red Ponza. We'll find out pretty soon here, I think. Nothing from them? All right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Start by attacking, and then just play another Jewel Thief. Now we're in a good spot. Because now land destruction might be even a little bit too slow. Jewel Thief's a decent card. One of the best cards from Streets. This card is sweet. Okay, they have 4 mana, so maybe they have a Minvuli Asanos here. And they kind of unlock their whole hand and stop us from casting Boarding Party. This is obviously pretty bad. Blue. Maybe they're playing 4-color in it too. They're just going to play like a sneak here. That would not be that bad. Okay, nice. They could just be, they might just be playing like Mangu's Rug and Knit list. Mangu just plays, under Minguchi, that is, just plays 4 sneak, 4 hunter. Only plays rug cards. Oh no, it is 4-color knit, it's the mirror. Okay. They just have a wooded ridge line where we don't. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just Dino. Hit battle. Oh, I should have attacked first. That's a huge mistake. I guess I could have hit boarding party, but that was a pretty big mistake, actually. Because I could have attacked and taken the initiative and then taken it again, but man, I punted. I punted. Hey, Shake Gently, thank you. Yeah, I'm just so stoked on the RCQ. I'm so happy. Really, when I like started playing Magic more competitively and started going to more GPs, my goal was to qualify for the PT. I did that. I top aided a GP, and I was just so elated. But you know, getting back there feels great as well. All right, they just hit Utopia Sprawl off boarding party, but this is basically the exact mirror. I think I forge onto Dino. I guess I can forge onto Jewel Thief, but then they can block it with boarding party. I have a lot of good things to forge onto. Forging onto Dino gives me 7 toughness. They would have to double block it. Yeah, let's just forge onto Dino. I'm also going to be casting a boarding party this turn. Still going to cast boarding party. Just so much pressure. Just a wild growth. I'll split it up. I could not attack with Battle Rager because they're just guaranteed to take that, and that gives me a chump blocker at least. Yeah. I didn't do the math, but all right, they're trading and then just getting the free block there. They go to 3. So now if we ever hit trap, they just die. Yeah, they probably realize that. I don't think Mangu's list plays any land destruction either. Don't think I want Calming Verse. I don't think I want Declaimer. Pulse is okay. Fumes is okay. I think I just don't sideboard. I think this is exactly what we want. Cast down to kill the creatures we want to kill. Jewel Thief to ramp and pressure, and then all the initiative and cascade. So I think just no sideboard. Let's go. Oh yeah, and I keep see. I'm tired. I'm tired. I think it's a 4-color mirror. It's not the init mirror, but all right. This hand's great. Little awkward because we can't really turn 2 sneak, but I'm still keeping. Opponent's on the mulligan. You're nervous to see what gets the ban. Why are you nervous? It's gonna be good changes. I think the format's not in a good spot right now, so I'm welcoming changes. We still can't really cast anything. We can turn 3 Hunter, but okay, now we can turn 2 Sneak. That was a great draw. Oh, they're land cycling right now. Blue, and then go Sprawl or Growth, Sneak, get Mountain. There we go. That's a good draw for the deck. That's a good draw for the deck. They do have Acid Moss. Okay, well, got punished, but we're still in a good spot. Now it's Lost Well, I think. Just want to try to make sure to function a little bit more. Wow. Both of these are good. I don't know if we need the forest. I don't think we do. Bottom, top. Sprawl here, name blue. Would we ever chump with Arbor Elf even if they boarding party? I don't think so. Just attack for 2. Because we need the mana really badly. Next turn we can boarding party or hunter. This feels like an initiative creature. Oh, another Acid Moss. Okay. Well, definitely going stash. Battle Rager. We actually don't have another forest, and I bottomed that forest. It's kind of funny. All right, see if opponent has anything. Looks like they do. All right, they take the init, but we can take it back. And then hit Catacombs. Hitting Forest, we can also cast an initiative creature of our own. Hit Throne. I think that does it as well. Let's try to attack with Sneak. Nice. That was sweet. Get a 4/1. And then go Cycle. Get Forest. Play Battle Rager. Hit Throne. When you hit Throne first, you just feel like you're so far ahead too. I think I want to hit Hunter because then I hit Initiative again. It's probably better than a big Dino. Do I get Island or another Forest? I think I get another Forest, just in case they have another removal spell they concede. Okay. Their deck was sweet. I think we were just on the upper end of the draws there. We're obviously not playing any land destruction, and they are, but we're just really trying to maximize early nits. So we got them. Nice. See everybody for round 3. Let's go. All right, welcome to round 3. We're against Dr. Casablancas. I'm actually going to keep this one lander because we have Arbor Elf plus double Utopia Sprawl, so we can actually make a ton of mana, especially if our Arbor Elf doesn't die. Turn 1 Delver. Okay, Ash Barrens was a great draw. Okay. We might even Ash Barrens for Forest here. We'll see. We can also like sprawl forest, ash barrens for a different land. Okay, I'm definitely not blocking. We need all this mana for sure. Yeah, so if I ash barrens for forest right now, play forest, sprawl it, and then I have 2 more mana. This is tough. This is tough. I don't even know if I need to get second forest. Another option is like sprawl name blue, untap it, play ash barrens, play jewel thief. Also, they could have force spike here. I'm gonna go to main 2 and see if they're F6'd. They're not. Man, it's even worse for me. They probably have force spike or spell pierce, both of which are bad. Play ash barrens. Play sprawl here to play around force spike. I think I'm gonna do that. It's a weird line. Name blue. Then untap. Name red. Pass the turn. Felt like the only way I could really play around force spike right there. Okay, they have foil as well. They have mental note. Dog just ate. He's coming in to check up on us. Maybe not. Augur, sure. Augur for brainstorm, you got it. Now they can probably flip these Delvers next turn, but is it too late? Hopefully. So we know they have brainstorm in hand. I'm probably just gonna jam boarding party next turn. Another arbor. Another arbor is decent. Let's go untap. We'll make sure to leave a green floating so we can replay arbor here as well. Don't force Mike B. Okay. Boarding party into Jewel Thief. Brainstorm. We're just going to assume that they're going to flip these Delvers now with the Brainstorm. But them missing on the Delvers for the first couple hits was hugely important for us. Play another Arbor and attack for 6. Okay, we're doing okay. I mean, sure, they can flip those Delvers, but we have a boarding party. We can play like... We have so much mana next turn. We have 9, 10, 11 mana. We can play like Hunter plus Sneak, or maybe all 3 of these cards. Revealing Deep Analysis is not a scary reveal. Consider the Deep Analysis on upkeep, that's fine. The fact that we have Sneak to block one of these is huge. And we even get a land from a Knit. We can even get more counters from a Knit as well, put them on Jewel Thief, have a bigger Trampler. It's going to be close though, especially if they have a 5/5. Yep. Do they have 2? Just 1, it looks like. Going to 11. Hopefully no foil. Alright, do I also need to sprawl this using the treasure token? I think I do want to... I think I want to do that. Because then I'll have 13 mana. It just gives me the most mana to do it this way. Sprawl here, name black. I think I'm going to lead on playing Hunter. I'll just untap here first. Hunter. Thought Scour themselves in response. They likely don't have foil. I guess I just get Swamp. I don't know if it matters. Play Sneak. Forge onto Jewel Thief so I can attack. Or I can forge onto Sneak. Sometimes that deck doesn't play Snap. I think Forge onto Sneak is going to give me my best chance to win. Forge onto Sneak. Attack with Boarding Party. They'll probably trade. They do. Play Jewel Thief. Go ahead. They can take the initiative here, but it's at the cost of one of their Delvers because now I have a 3/6 flying. Obviously, a Snap would be pretty bad. Flashback, Deep Analysis, 6 cards in hand. Consider. Again, for some reason, these builds cut Snap a lot of times because they think a 5/5 is going to be big enough, but I don't think it is. So if I forge them down to 12, I have 5, 8, 11 power, trample. Could also attack with Sneak. I could attack with like everything, including Sneak, and they have to block something. Yeah, let's just trap them. It's just so much damage. Boarding Party, I was going to say, we could draw a Boarding Party as well. Just going to untap. I just don't want anything weird to happen, like multiple Force Spikes or something where, I don't know, I'm just going to untap Arbor. Maybe I shouldn't, but I did. I could have just maybe attacked with this Arbor as well. Counterspell. So I can still just attack with all, right? If they don't block 6, 11, 12, lethal. But I don't need to attack with Arbor, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 damage. This just makes them have to block something. And then, sure, they can attack back, taking it, but then they're just even closer to dead next turn if they have to attack back. So this just puts me in a great spot. All right, nice. I wonder if they had Force Spike that entire game. I guess we'll never know. I played around it hard. Chainers, I think, is good against them. I think that's all we want. Their creature suite's probably Delver, Augur, Tolarian Terror. Battle Ragers just doesn't match up that well against Terror specifically, just board like this. We could also board out all the Battle Ragers and board in like Pulse. Just go like this, just one Battle Rager. I like this. Pulse is pretty good because it's an instant, so I can end of their turn Pulse like back a Cascader. They have to counter it, untap, cast another Cascader from hand. I don't hate this matchup for us though. Let's go game 2. Gotta mulligan this. This deck does mulligan a lot. I'm actually gonna keep this. Just put back a 7-drop. Just start playing removal spells into Jewel Thief. Slow but reasonable. Especially already on a mulligan. Of course, we immediately draw Dino. And they probably have Force Spike. I think I need to jam into it this game though. Another 7-drop, come on. Yep. Just sets me back too much to wait and then Chainer's next turn. I don't know. I could have played around Force Spike again. These decks are playing 4 a lot of times now, but oh, that was a nice hit. They hit the deep analysis. Not casting it though. All right, let's Chainers again. Counterspell. Okay. We'll cycle Ash Barrens. Guess we'll get. Guess we'll get. I guess we'll get Island. There's Terror. Okay, it's pretty good. This card is just really good. Flashback, Deep Analysis. Just cycle this now. Get Island. Can play Jewel Thief next turn. Resolve it unless they foil it. Sprawl here. They're F6'd. They probably sided out foil, honestly. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So any land we can start dinoing. And then we're in a good spot. All this deck does is like make mana, try to cast big stuff. So yeah, don't hate our position assuming we draw land. They do have 4 mana up. Arbor Elf. Ugh, don't like that. If it resolves, it unlocks Dino next turn, but we really needed to Dino this turn and next turn. We have to take another 6, go to 6. Could chump here, but I don't really think I can, actually. If they like double counterspell, I guess I could have jumped here, but I can do that next turn. All right, Wild Growth here. We have to untap in order to cast Dino, so let's do it. Dino. Definitely better than Flashing Back Chainer's Edict, because this is 2 spells. Oh, 3 spells. Perfect hit. Best possible. And Jewel Thief's actually not a bad hit, too, rather than an initiative creature, which is funny. Cast foil, target Dino. Yep. This isn't bad. I could just attack for 9. I have double vigilance creature here. Yeah, I'm gonna attack for 9, put them to 5. And I could even consider just chumping Terror with 1 Jewel Thief, but I think I go for a double block. I don't think they have Snap in their 75. Ooh, another Terror. That's good. And a Delver is scary too. Ooh, they're not attacking. I like that. I'm just gonna jam Dino. Another Wild Growth. Okay. So you have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. I could just start flashing back Edicts, but I think I'm just going to jam another Dino. Another boarding party? That would be sick. Nope. We might be able to... Oh no, we don't have near enough black mana. I'll attack with just boarding party here. Just trade for a serpent. Fine with that. If they attack with serpent, I would double block with Jewel Thieves and keep my Dino around. This is a trampler, so... It's funny that not hitting initiative has been better for us here. Okay, they definitely just drew Augur. They hit Thought Scour, sure. As long as they don't mill a deep analysis here. Even if they do, it's kind of bad. They mill land, sure. Brainstorm. Stuff 6 here. Don't hit our position still. Another Terror. Okay, that makes it a lot worse, obviously. Land is not good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Chainers you. They might sack Augur, they might sack Delver. They have 2 cards in hand. I can also do some chumping with Arbor Elf potentially if they do attack with Terror. They stack the Slither Blade. That's surprising to me. I'm not going to attack with Dino because I need it to block the Delver potentially. So let's just wait. We can flash back another Edict next turn if we draw land. And if we draw a spell, that's going to put us in a great spot. Force Spike. That's a funny one. I don't think they can attack. I can go double block Terror with Thieves. I can go chump Terror with Arbor, or I could go double chump Terrors with both Arbors and then attack back with a bunch of trample damage. These having trample is actually pretty nice. All right. Well, we just drew land, so that's kind of a miss. 4, 5, 6, 7. Flashback Chainers on you. Force Spike it, I'll pay. Force Spike. Plus, they're trying to plus Spell Pierce it or something. Or just hope we misclick, I'm not sure. These can be discarded to foil and stuff. Not sure what they're doing. Yeah, they're just hoping I misclick or something. I don't get it. I guess I didn't even need to untap. I just didn't want to get weirdly like spell pierced or something. I wasn't even sure, honestly. I was thinking somehow I might not be able to untap in time, but that doesn't make sense. Just gonna pass. They still definitely don't have attacks. I still have cast downs in my deck. I have more boarding parties and dinos. I have initiative creatures. I think my top decks are better for the most part at this point. Deep Analysis is obviously an insane draw for them. They have cantrips. So what happens if I attack with everything? What are their best blocks? Let's say they go like Terror blocks Dino, Terror blocks Jewel Thief, Delver blocks here. They take 1, 2, 3. If they block, I just don't think I can attack yet. Let's just keep waiting. I think I'm in a fine spot to keep waiting. Deep Analysis is also like Divination because if they flash it back, that could put them in a bad spot potentially. Okay, there's Deep Analysis. They have land. Let's see if they flash back. They brainstorm. Do they have the 4th Terror? Avenging Hunter. So they're at 5. Let's say attack with all. Terror blocks Jewel Thief. Terror blocks Jewel Thief. Delver chumps here, they die. So they have to go trade here, eat here, trade here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, go to 1. They go to 1, I have triple Arbor Elf, Delver dies, Terror dies, Jewel Thief dies. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna attack with everything. Oh, they also take 1 here. Did I account for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They might just be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's lethal. Did I miss it 1 turn? No, I think I just played the Arbor last turn. So I think that was the first turn I actually had lethal. Nice. 2 and 1. Kind of surprising, but 2 and 1 with 4 color in it. Let's go. Let's go round 4. This deck's actually reasonable. I think this version is better than my first version of the deck. and I 4-1'd with the deck, and then I think I had some 3-2s with it as well off stream. So I think the deck is decent. See if we can 4-1 this league. Looks like round 4 is just starting right now. We're against First Shot. Would you like to play first? Yes. Oh, so many good cards. Just no lands. Man, this is not very good either. Turn 1 Arbor, turn 2 Cast Down. We can't cast Sneak or Hunter. Might be good enough to keep. I think it is. Just because I have a turn 1 and turn 2 play, I need to find some mana fixing, but if I draw like a Wild Growth effect, it's pretty good. All right. It's a land, not the land we wanted, but we'll take it. Looks like we're against Kaldotha Red, most likely. Synth for Swiss Spear. Land, cast Swiss Spear. I'm going to kill it. Okay, there's Sprawl. Let's go. We're in this game. We're in this game. They do have 6 cards in hand, though. Ah, man, so good. They played a 1 mana draw 2, a 1 mana make 3/1/1s. They're just so far ahead. Oh man, we're so dead. Just gonna have to try to race, I guess. These Kaldotha Red decks are, I think, just straight up favored against initiative, like in general. This card specifically, Kaldotha Rebirth, is just so good against the deck. And they have the Bolt too. Jeez. I can play Star as well. Alright, I think I just played Battle Rager. And then let's go Lostwell, I guess. Bottom, bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, maybe Boarding Party can get us out of this. I doubt it. Just too many 1/1s. I bring in all my Wraths in this matchup for sure. Bring in all my Weather the Storms. I haven't played this specific matchup yet. When I brewed this deck originally, Kaldotha Red wasn't nearly as popular in the meta, but now it is. Alright, alright, alright. They're going to just trap us next turn no matter what we do. Yeah, Kaldotha Rebirth is a really nicely designed card. It has a high deck building cost as far as like what you have to put in your deck to account for it, but it's really powerful. 1 mana make 3 things is so good. Plus, when you're sacking something like that you want to sack, it's like almost an upside. It's just really strong. All right, it's definitely sideboard out. Like, I mean, what if we sideboard out like most of the init? That's an interesting strategy. Kind of like it. What if I just like sideboard all these 4-drop init creatures out and keep the Cascade creatures and all my Wraths and stuff? I guess I need to side out Cast Down, right? I guess I could play it and like cast down the Swiss Spears. But I kind of want to just Wrath everything with arms. Maybe this is a bad plan. Oh, I don't know. Initiative is so risky against them. I'm going to try a weird thing. I'm going to try it. Oh, wait. We also want Pulse. Just side out like infinite initiative. Side out a cast down, I guess. I don't think Deglamour is good. I'm going to try this weird sideboard plan. I mean, got to do something against this Kaldotha Red deck, right? I think Arms of Hadar plus Weather the Storm with some initiative seems like a good plan. We have a lot of air in our deck right now, but I think that's better than just giving them a nit and losing. Man, the mana base in this deck is actually like it shouldn't be too bad. It's I think I have like 12 forests, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, I have 13 forests plus ash barrens, but yeah. All right. Let's try it. Like I said, this deck does mulligan a lot, but we're mulliganing a ton here. Yep. Set up a nice turn 4 arms. Hopefully. Hopefully opponent just commits infinite to the board here. Synth Mountain Rebirth. Opponent's draws have also been pretty stellar so far. They probably want to just play a random 1-drop right now. Alright. I'm going to kill it. Not just going to take a bunch of damage. Also don't want to telegraph our play here. Oh, I just messed up. I just somehow think I could tap forest and still wild growth. That was pretty bad. I mean, we're probably not going to arms on this next turn, but yeah, that was a pretty bad mistake there. I mean, maybe we would have, but we got to get more than just one called out the rebirth. Do they have 2? Man, we would have cast arms. Now we have to wait. Guess stacking them is fine. It's a huge mistake for me. I would have cast arms this turn, but I can't, obviously. I was just absentmindedly tapping the Ash Baron, tapping the forest when I cycled the Ash Barons. Try to tighten up from here. Maybe it'll work out in our benefit. Oh no. Yeah, I've seen newer lists adopt this card as well. Ooh, Weather the Storm. Can't cast it yet, but we could cast it next turn. So hopefully we just survive here and then can untap with Weather the Storm available. We could lose here though. Oh man. I guess they can likely cast only one of them this turn. Next turn, I have Weather the Storm up. They're going to have to cast Chain Lightning. Oh, they Fire Blast us and kill us. Yeah, that deck's just really good. I mean, I punted there. We might have actually been able to come back if I didn't, because I could have arms the turn before, we take less damage. Then I draw Weather. I have Weather up right now. They play some burn spells. I gain a bunch of life. And then draw land, boarding party. I think we could have won this game. I think my mistake of tapping forest and not casting wild growth may have cost us. We would have gone boarding party into hunter. I think we might have been able to win that one. It's tough to say. It's still a pretty tough matchup regardless, but I definitely punted that one away. That'll happen. I'm feeling really tired, but I'm going to try to finish out this league, so we'll see everybody for round 5. All right, welcome to the 5th and final round against Creepy V. Let's keep the sand. Sand looks fine. Turn 2 Jewel Thief. We have a cast down. We'd have to use the treasure for that. We can potentially turn 3 Hunter if we draw land. Turn 3 Hunter, turn 4 Boarding Party would be pretty sick. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be nice. We do have to draw any land, but it's not that hard to do. We're against Island Go. No spell at all. Another island. What are we against? What is this? Augur. Might be just mono blue terror again. I think that should be a reasonable matchup for us. Just because our creatures are big. Yeah, looks like it is. This deck's pretty popular right now too. Just play all the counter spells against the init creatures. Alright, this is kind of unfortunate because this isn't a forest. I can't Utopia Sprawl and Jewel Thief. I have to Jewel Thief use the treasure in Utopia Sprawl. I feel like it is worthwhile to do so. Because I get to resolve the sprawl here. I'm gonna do it. Name black. That's the turn. I mean, that's still a pretty reasonable turn too. Again, if this was forest, it would be so much better because we tap that forest, play the sprawl, play the jewel thief, and retain our treasure. Oh, Scred, okay. This might be Serpentine Curve. Another Jewel Thief. This looks like curve for sure. Just attack, play a second Jewel Thief. I'm assuming this should resolve. And then hopefully we draw land for boarding party. If not, we can Hunter. We're not in the best position though. Missing on the third land is brutal. We are applying some pressure, but they're gonna probably start playing removal spells on these Jewel Thieves and our other creatures. So I'm almost certain this is blue-red curve. There's Bolt. They have 4 cards in hand, which isn't that many. And it's just rough if I go Hunter and they go Counterspell it. Because then I'm still pretty far away from boarding party. I think I'm gonna do it though. The upside of hitting my land drop is too tempting. Force them to use a counterspell. Yeah. All right. We do have cast down, so if they just slam curve, that's not going to be that good. If they start drawing a bunch of cards, that's going to be bad for us. Now we'll probably hit a land and then never hit a 6 land. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Looks like they're slamming pieces is not what I wanted to see. AK and Dispel they can take into their hand. Yeah. So they can Dispel a cast down. That's fine if they want to do that. I'll just pass. Yeah, if they played a curve, that wouldn't matter, but playing the pieces of the puzzle is pretty bad for us. AK. Please no second AK. I have to say it. I always have to say it. Worst case scenario, they just refill. We're not hitting. And Terror. All right, we can kill that at least. They don't have Dispel up right now. I would like to pay 2, yes. I suppose this deck could play Scred as well, but it seems a lot worse than Cast Down. All right, next turn we can draw land. Next turn we can draw land. No Dispel in their hand, and that's it. They might even brainstorm it away, though, in this matchup. I wouldn't be too surprised. I'm going to just assume they don't have Dispel anymore. I mean, they could easily set up a curve plus fling kill, but they can't always find it. Brainstorm Consider. They've been the Dispel. Yeah, they want to get rid of it in this matchup. Not too surprising. Please land. An initiative creature is also decent at this point. What is this? Are they trying to curve and they miscounted their mana? AK. That is so bad for us. We're so far behind. I think this matchup's okay for us. But we're really far behind right now. All right, this is decent. Obviously, you don't want to hit these Wild Growth and Utopia Sprawls off your Cascades, but in this situation, it allows us to keep going next turn. And we are applying a lot of pressure. The fear is if they're able to set up a curve plus fling, we can't really interact with that at all. They're chumping right now, sure. If I draw a land, I'm going to jam Dino before boarding party, I think. We'll see. Opponent has a ton of mana, a ton of cards. The fact that they drew 3 out of the AKs towards the top of the deck was brutal. I know they've gone through half the deck now. And there's the curve, but it's not lethal yet. I mean, I have to cast down. And then if they fling us down to 2 and then untap the bolt, sucks. But I think playing a boarding party or a dino is not a good recipe for success. Maybe it is, because I can dino. And then if they have fling plus bolt, sure. And I can chump this here. Then next turn cast down. All right, I'm going to do it. Because I could also hit a cast down or like some good initiative creature or something here. Try to give me a little bit more of an advantage. And again, if they have the fling plus bolt, then my cast down wouldn't stop that anyway. I think I already played a land, right? Yeah. Go ahead. I suppose I can also chump with Battle Rager here now. 4th AK, jeez. We have to just hope they don't have fling at all. Serpent, sure. Okay, they don't appear to have fling bolt yet, or they would just, I mean, I'm tapped out. They would just jam if they had it. Next turn we can boarding party plus cast down. I can also forge onto Dino here. Let's go. Hunter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I am worried about them flinging the snake, but I'm not too. I guess I can't really play around that, right? Just go boarding party. Hit Utopia Sprawl. It's a miss. Guess I'm naming black. I don't know if it really matters. And they have counterspell. Okay, that's fine. Now let's attack with just Dino. What is this? Fling? Oh, they ice the Dino. Obviously not ideal. I'm gonna just try to cast down right now. They could have Spell Pierce. Okay, nice. I don't even know if we chump Terror here. I don't think we do. I'd rather try to attack back. Yeah, they don't even attack. Okay, let's trap them. Looks like they just probably didn't have the fling. They're at 9. Let's just attack with Dino and play our things. No Scred as well for this. I guess they have a Bolt. That's fine if they do. Let's jam Hunter. Counterspell. Elf. F6. Bolt the Dino. Oh, they don't have Bolt? I've seen other people play Defenders with the new Defender card, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. Another Terror. Looks like they kind of fizzled out. We get to draw a card. Cast down. All right. I mean, I'm going to play it. We got him. I am shocked we won that game. Opponent got pretty unlucky too. They drew all 4 of their AKs. They drew most of their deck. They didn't find the fling. However, this deck often now only plays like 2 copies of Serpentine Curve and 1 copy of fling. So a lot of times you do have to draw like the whole deck to really find the combo. Okay. I think we just don't sideboard again. I guess Chainer's Edict is okay against them because it's another answer to both of their big creatures. But I don't want too many removal spells that are just dead in my hand, so I guess I'm going to do this because Chainer's Flashback can certainly be relevant. I don't have to pay for Ward against Snake. Sure, they can have Augur of Bolas against Chainers, but if they have like a Tolarian Terror and Augur and I have Chainers and that exact situation comes up, I can probably deal with it just by playing fatties. So I like this sideboard plan. I don't want too much removal. I could have Pulse of Marasa in my deck. It's probably good to have. I could board out like a Jewel Thief, but I didn't do it. All right, let's mulligan this. Easy mulligan. Opponent keeps 7. Let's keep. Put back Chainer's Edict. I actually do want this Dino here. These Cascade cards are good in the matchup once you get up to enough mana, so I do want the Dino. I don't know if I need the removal spell for a long time. I'm gonna go Sprawl named Blue. Plan to jam Jewel Thief on 2 here. Definitely jamming Jewel Thief. They're just fetching means to save clock, I guess. No way that I would ever pay treasure to sack to cycle Ash Baron. Sure, they could play an artifact removal spell, but if that's the case, then so be it. I don't really care. They've been an AK and a counter spell. Not a bad hit on Thought Scour. 2 spells and one of them's an AK. It's pretty good. Bolt. Sure. I'm kind of tempted to just play Ash Barons, play Avenging Hunter, get Mountain. It's the most pressure. They need another Scred to deal with it. I'm gonna do it. It's just so much more pressure. Get Mountain. I have all my colors. So I'm fine to play Ash Baron in that situation. I think I'm gonna Lost Well over going for Forge though. I guess it depends what they do here. They don't hit a Scred. They hit Brainstorm, Brainstorm. So that's what they had to take. Yeah, my Nightbot is ultra critical. Sorry about that. Maybe I do go for Forge. They have to have exactly Scred. and then I pressure them more by going down the forage line, I'll do it. And if they don't have exactly spread, I kind of win. Okay, looks like they didn't have it. Nice. Because now I hit for 7 and go for trap, which is just really good. Guess this matchup is reasonable for us. The terrors aren't that good against this deck. We apply a lot of pressure. Bolt isn't that good against us. But we can just kind of flounder and falter to our own draws where we just like mulligan to 5, Arbor, they bolt it, and then we don't do anything for the whole game. All right, I'll just have 6. We only have 5 mana, but we'll hit Archives, and then we can hit Throne, which we want to do main one in case we hit a boarding party, but they're going to have something really good here to even just survive, which doesn't look like they hit. I think we're getting the 3-2 here, but we'll see. They're going to Thought Scour, hope to hit Scred to survive, but that doesn't even do it, most likely. Oh, they have Terror to survive, maybe. But again, we get to draw, hit Throne, hope to hit Boarding Party, and that should do it. All right, let's just play another Sneak. We can also just Chainers them. Oh, we could just Chainers for the win. I guess I just do that. No reason to be fancy. I could probably hit Throne into another initiative creature, into land, into Chainers, but I don't need to. That would be the cool way to go. I just wanted the value originally. All right, GG's. Yeah, obviously I have some thoughts about the BNR. I think initiative's going to get banned, is why I just played 2 leagues with various initiative brews. But let's go over this deck real quick, and then we'll wrap up the video. So 3 and 2, I think this deck is reasonable. Obviously, moving forward, I think initiative is gonna get banned, like I just stated. So I don't think. I mean, this deck's probably not going to be relevant anymore because a lot of the cards are likely to be banned out of it. But I like this build moving forward. Scred is a reasonable option, although I think cast down is the choice. 3 cast down, 1 Chainer's main is reasonable because the flashback comes up in this deck when you have a lot of mana. So you can utilize that a little bit better than most decks can. I do like Jewel Thief in this slot, just at something that can pressure the opponent. It helps fix mana for your off-color cards. It just kind of does exactly what you need. And you can cast it on turn 2, which I like. So yeah, I think no changes moving forward. In the sideboard, you can definitely play a lot of different options. You can play Pyroblast, you can play Hydroblast. Those aren't as good with the Cascaders, which is why I excluded them, but it really just depends on the meta. I had kind of that mistake against, Kuldotha Red, which may have cost me the match. So potentially we could have ended up 4-1, but yep, I'll blame myself being tired for that mistake. Overall, fun deck. Likely will not be able to play it anymore, so don't pick up the cards for it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check out my channel and sub. Thank you so much for that. Twitch.tv/snapboltgames is the Twitch stream. Till next time, YouTube. Peace.